your boy Easy.
One of the fellows here. All right. So I'll be seeing you first. Dr. Ree is here. He's going to see you as well. All right. So I went through a little bit of your chart on Epic. So I know about the SLE, the pulmonary hypertension. I know the medications you're on for that, and you're on the lung transplant list, right? And so they referred you over here because on the routine labs they saw that your potassium was low. Is that why they sent you here? Okay. So oftentimes what causes that is medications. We looked through all of your medications and we didn't find one that causes it. All right. Do you take any water pills?
No.
No Lasix or anything like that, right? Do you take any stool softeners or anything like that? Have you had any diarrhea?
No.
No, nothing like that. Okay, all right. Do you take any medications that, well, I guess I need to print the list, but that are not prescribed to you? Any vitamins or anything like that?
No, they want me to start taking more potassium.
Right.
So I have to buy some of those.
Okay, right, because the potassium is low. So they referred you over here because we got to figure out why it's low. You know, I mean, the treatment in the end of the day is probably going to be the same thing, just take more potassium. But it's always good to know why it's low rather than saying, oh, well, we don't know why, just take potassium.
Yeah, because it's even lower than when I got tested when they did it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You were 2.7.
Yeah, I'm 2.5.
And now you're 2.5.
Yeah, my lupus doctor called me today and I'm 2.5 now.
Yeah.
Still lupus.
So sometimes what can happen is that the lupus can affect the kidneys in weird ways. And it could just be that you have a defect in one of the channels in the kidney that's you're just losing potassium. Usually the kidney is the one that filters all of it out and keeps it when you need it. So it really regulates the amount of potassium you have in your blood. There are only two things that can cause potassium to be very low, usually. One is diarrhea, and number two is the kidneys are losing it. So if you're not having diarrhea, and you're not on a water pill, then the kidneys must be losing it some way. The way we figure that out is to collect your urine for 24 hours, right? And then we'll run some tests on it to see how much potassium there is in a day, and whether. And my gut feeling is we're going to see a lot of potassium that you're losing there.
Yeah.
And if we know that, then we'll say, okay, well, then it's okay to go ahead and keep taking the potassium as you're taking it. Because we don't want to give you the potassium and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, potassium is back up to normal, but you're still taking the potassium pills. You know, when we miss that, then that can be a major problem later on down the road. You know? So it's something that we'll keep an eye on. You've never been on water pills before?
No.
Never, right? Okay. And when were you diagnosed with the lupus?
About 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Okay. And how much oxygen are you taking?
Right now I have it on 3 because I'm trying to conserve, but I get all the way up to like 10 liters, like if I'm up moving around.
Yeah.
Since
you're sitting here,
I'm like 3
you
or
don't
4.
need as much. I see. Okay. All right. And did they tell you how far along you were on the transplant list?
No, just that it could be any day now.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So we're gonna work on that. How often do you take the albuterol inhaler?
Maybe like, it just depends on when I feel like I need it, but it's not daily at all.
It's not daily. Okay, so because that's one of the ones that can do it, but even that, you know, it shouldn't.
And I take the Ventolin.
Yeah, the Ventolin. Yeah, right. Okay, and the prednisone you're taking 10?
Yeah.
Every day?
Daily, yeah. Could that be one?
It can, but you've been taking it for a long time, and this just kind of crept up. You know, the potassium.
I guess they just been kind of watching it, but it's getting too low now. So low. Yeah.
I doubt that it's. You're on a small dose. I mean, prednisone, people take like 50 milligrams, 60 milligrams, and you're only on 10. I don't think that's what's causing it, but we'll have to see. Once we do the test, we'll have a better idea of what's going on. They never checked. I didn't see a magnesium that they checked on you either, but we'll check that as well. Because some of these different electrolytes, if you're missing one, then another one will be low. You know, they all kind of play together. But we're gonna do all that stuff. As of right now, we do not know obviously why it's low. How much potassium did they tell you to take?
Well, this was like a month ago. They put me on 40 for 3 times a day.
Okay. So you've been taking that?
Yeah, and then they gave me 30 days of it. and so I've been taking that, but I only have 5 days left. But
You take 40 3 times a day.
no, it was just 41 times a day for 3 days.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then I went down to 10 for 30 days.
10 for 30 days. Okay.
But it's still low. Like, why is it still low?
Yeah. Because you're probably you're just letting it out. That's what the kidneys do, though. If there's a problem with the channel, then no matter how much you take, you'll just excrete it, in the urine. But that's what we're gonna test, because that's what I think is going on. How much potassium you're only on 10 then? For the past 30 days, you've only been on 10.
Yeah, and I have 5 days left of that.
You have 5 days left. So what we'll do is we'll bump you up. We'll probably do 40 twice a day, or maybe even 3 times a day. I'll talk to Dr. Ree how he wants to play it. Okay, and we'll order the 24-hour urine. Right, we'll get that sent off, and maybe in about a week to 2 weeks, we'll see you back here. All right, and by then we should have all the results of everything. We should know what's going on by then. All right. Do you get any cramps or anything in your legs?
Just like when it get cold and stuff.
When it gets cold?
Yeah.
Right. And then you have Raynaud, right, as well. So, all right. Okay, but otherwise, no muscle aches or pains or anything like that out of the ordinary, usually, like in the last few weeks or months?
No, I mean, I just always kind of play together with my lupus, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. I got you. It's hard to say what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just check you out real quick, okay?
Okay.
Deep breaths. All right, so I'll let Dr. Ree know, and we'll make a plan for it. We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any questions or anything?
No. He was too cute. What your man got to do with me? I got a man. I'm not trying to hit him.
Ree, good to meet you. I know you've spoken. I'm sorry.
Sutaria.
Sutaria. I know you've spoken with Dr. Sutaria. But let's look at this. Thank you for pulling this out. So basically, you have lupus. You have this pulmonary fibrosis, and you're looking at getting a lung transplant, correct?
Okay. New medications you started in the last month or so?
A dentist, and I've been on the Opsumit for about a few months.
A few months off, and then the dentist recently?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't mean to be repetitive, but your low potassium is sort of a mystery to us. That's why we're asking all these questions. You don't take any fluid medications, any what we call diuretics, anything that makes you urinate more, right? Nothing, Lasix, thiazide, nothing like that. And you don't take anything, any laxatives, anything to make. And there's nobody in your family that's had low potassium, as far as you know, or any sort of kidney problems.
No, or lupus either.
So you're the only person in your family that has lupus. And have you had any sort of kidney effects from the lupus?
Not that I know
Not
of.
that you know of. Okay. No one's mentioned anything like protein leakage in the urine or anything like that.
No, but I don't know if they ever test for it.
They did, and I'm going to review your. We've looked over most of your records at Methodist Hospital, but I'll check for that also. And you're using oxygen at home?
Yes.
Yeah. How much do you use?
I use at rest. I'm on 4 right now, but when I get up and move around, I have to be like on 6 and more.
On 6 or more. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this wrap around the esophagus.
Yeah.
What was that exactly for?
Acid reflux.
Oh, acid reflux.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what they called it. Funduplication.
Funduplication. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. That's exactly right. No smoking and no alcohol. Do you use any, street drugs, any sort of illegal substances?
No.
Okay. Just one of those questions we have to ask. So, and are you employed? Did you previously work?
Yeah, years ago before all of this.
All of this. What kind of work did you do?
Customer service.
Customer service. Okay. The reason I ask is no chemical exposures or anything like that. Okay. Have you been feeling okay other than the breathing issues? Any other symptoms you've been having?
I've just been really, really tired.
Really tired. Okay. No troubles with urination, no diarrhea, no vomiting, nothing like that.
No.
Okay. Even after your funduplication, I'm having trouble speaking myself. Fundoplication, you had no vomiting, nausea, anything like that?
No, that's what it stopped it.
It stopped it, actually. Good.
Yeah.
It helped your
So I
symptoms.
can't throw up, like even if I feel like I have to, it doesn't.
It doesn't, okay, okay. Any constipation or something? Let's take a look at it. Just look straight ahead, open your eyes wide, stick out your tongue. Good. Just checking for swollen glands in your thyroid.
Do I have any swollen?
No.
Oh, okay.
Does it feel like it?
Well, this side of my face is always swollen. Like if you look at my eye, and they don't know why, and this side of the body just feels funny.
Stick out your arms like this. Okay. I'm going to listen to your pulses here. Do you ever swell in your ankles?
Sometimes. Well, my feet.
Your feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now it doesn't look like it's too bad. Okay. Press on your stomach a little bit. Now, I know you have the pulmonary hypertension, but have you ever had high blood pressures in general?
No, my blood pressure actually runs very low.
Runs low, yeah.
Yeah.
We noticed that too, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Satari and I were talking, we don't have a real good explanation for why your potassium level is low. So to be honest with you, it's a mystery to us. So what we're gonna do is we need to figure out why your potassium level is so low. And it's happened several times since 2016. In 2014, we checked the blood test back then, your potassium level was fine. And occasionally it's been normal, and then sometimes it's low. You don't always take, I mean, you haven't been taking potassium for the last year, right? It's just here and there that you've taken it. When it gets low, they tell you to take it, right? Did you know that it was low in December last year?
No.
You weren't aware of that, okay. Have you been hospitalized for any reason in December or this part of the 2017?
I was hospitalized in April.
In April, and what were you hospitalized for in April?
Pulmonary hypertension.
Pulmonary hypertension. In December, you were not in the hospital then?
No.
Okay, because your potassium level in December last year was actually also low. So it has happened before. So what we're going to do is do a 24-hour urine. So in other words, the way this works is you wake up in the morning, and whatever you have in your bladder from overnight, you toss out, you throw that away. Then after that, everything you urinate, you collect, okay? They give you a container, it looks usually an orange container. And then the next morning, when you wake up, whatever you have in your bladder, and you're trying to do it from 7 to 7 or 8 to 8, 24 hours. And the next morning when you wake up, whatever you have, you put into the container. We collect that, we're gonna send that off to the lab and figure out how much potassium is in that urine for the 24 hours. Because if there's too much, that means your kidneys, for whatever reason, are wasting, they're losing potassium. That's where the potassium is going. And if it's doing that, then we need to figure out why it's doing that, okay? So, but we'll start from there and then we'll try to get to the bottom of this, okay? But if you ask me right now, what is your gut feeling, why you're having low potassium, I really don't know. Dr. Satarian also discussed what should we do at the time, for the time being. Obviously, any foods that have a lot of potassium in, you can read all about it on the internet. You can eat as much as you want, okay? And the other thing we're gonna have you do is those potassium supplements, we're gonna have you increase those, okay? Some of the side effects of having low potassium, you can have muscle cramps, you can feel a generalized type of weakness. And you mentioned to me that you were feeling kind of weak or tired.
Yeah.
The primary effects that potassium have in the body is muscle function and heart function. And so you do want these levels at a good place. Okay. And we'll have you do that 24-hour urine collection, have you come back and see me in a couple of weeks, and we'll go from there and see what other tests need to be done. Okay. Do you have any?
I'm back home and I have to use the freaking restroom. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be almost about to pee on myself, cause you know. room just running and oxygen. Let me use it, y'all. In the shower. I guess I'm just a little bit too honest with people, because I was texting my friend. I was telling him, look, I stink. I need to get in the tub. Like, and he was like, what? You stink? You haven't been working out or all that? And I'm like, look, these medicine that I'm on, you know, some of them, they make you sweat. Like, it's weird. But, yeah, I've been sweating and I stink. So, let me get in the shower, y'all. And I will come back to you guys in a little bit. Okay? Gotta get my stinky stuff in the shower, baby. Bye. Alright, so the haves and haves not just went off. It was good, but y'all, I had to go on Tyler Perry Instagram and tell him a little bit of my mind, because why Candace ain't found out that her son dead yet? I thought my camera was dropping, but I'm finally back on my camera. About to die. It is 9:30 at night. I have a terrible headache. I didn't get to take my melatonin today. I just took a sleeping pill. So yeah, I'm about to wash this makeup off my face and get to bed. I'm tired. I'm like really hurting now. My boyfriend said that I'm all over social media. And it's so funny, like, when he says it, because he just doesn't understand the whole social media thing. Like, he doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't have like a Snapchat. He doesn't have Instagram. Like, he really don't do all of it. I'm gonna go in with the lip scrub and then back in with this. But he's like a true Nigerian. He just like seeing it. Like, you know, sometimes I just feel like he's so uptight. Like, he's just so serious and very focused about everything. And it's just like, you can't take life so seriously, because it's never gonna, it's not gonna be what you want it to be. It's just gonna be what it's supposed to be for you. Today really got me to thinking that the things we do in life, even something as small as work ethics, can say a lot about who we are as a person. The way we choose to handle these things, even who we choose to give our time and energy to, can tell a little about us. One thing I have to do for me is to always remain transparent and be true to who I am. I can't be something I'm totally not. I can't be happy all the time. Hell, I can't even be in pain all of the time. I'm saying this to say, always be honest with yourself. Don't take life too seriously. What's for you is for you. And if it's not, it isn't for you. I didn't get the answers I needed from the kidney doctor today, but I'm also not going to worry about this matter either. Whatever this is, God will see me through it. God, please allow me to be strong in these times. Allow me to be sane and not lose my mind. And last but not least, allow me to see all of the good things in this bad time. God, I want to thank you for today. Amen.